Yo, what's up guys? Back again today with another video. I hope you're all doing well. And today we're on the big 450. So, kind of gives it away by the title. But we'll go making our 450 debut. And I honestly don't know. Well, I have an idea how it's going to go, but I don't know how it's going to go. Just because it's the first 450 like ride ever in the championship. But my lap times are there. The cutoff for Lommel, which I'm on, it's JV track. The cutoff for Lommel on EU Pro was a 214, and I'm running 213s, 212s, and my quickest so far with only like 2 days on the bike. So, it's looking good that way. And another reason why I'm on JV track Lommel is because on Monday for EU we have Hyvinka, and I believe that is another sand track. So we're just getting practice in for that. Is that's the round, our first round we're going to go for on the 450. See how it goes. I'm kind of pumped and like positive I'll get in. But then again, another part of me is like, I don't know, just because when I have to learn a track, sometimes I cannot get the lap in. But on 250 I can because I've qualified for every single NAA race and most of EU. I got close to qualifying for the actual A. I always get to B, but I get close to A. I miss out by like point 0.2, point 0.3, or maybe sometimes a second. Just depends what lap I can get in. So why am I switching? That's probably the question what you want to know. So basically, I picked up the game in February. I've been grinding it since, and I'm a little impatient with how long it's taken me to get into A main on the 250, just because it's stacked. And I don't know, man. Just to try the 450 because I feel like a change is good, and maybe the 450 might suit me better. So I'm just giving it that chance. And by no means am I doing any justice. And I said this in the stream yesterday. So when I'm recording or I'm live streaming, for some weird reason, I cannot like write good. But then if I recorded the video, even if I wasn't talking, I'm doing good. So I literally have to stop talking to concentrate. Like I don't know, you might see it in the streams, you might notice it. Like I literally just go quiet if I start to do good. Like it's weird, man. It's just concentration. I don't know. Maybe everybody's like that. I don't know. It's just weird. I just started to notice it recently. Itchy nose, wrong time to do it. But yeah, man. I've been watching like Lynn's stream and a few others on the and who's that one? Exhibit. I've been watching their streams, so do subscribe to their channels if you haven't already, which you probably have. But I've been watching theirs, and man, I don't know how do we put it. Like the 450s looks a bit more. When I say chill, it by no means is it chill because you have quicker riders and that, but they're like more aware and more alert on where they're going. So for me, that's a good thing. Any 250 races I do, there's always like 2 to 3 people who will just be all over the place, and I'm just like, man, it's hazards, literally. I know if you can get up the front end, you're okay, but struggle with. So just the 450 man, it just looks, the racing looks a bit more fun overall, and I'm having more fun on the 450, which sounds strange. One guy told me I'm gonna hate the 450 because it has no traction anywhere. I'm on sand and I'm getting traction everywhere. It's throttle control, literally. I can feel it, man. It's literally just be easy on the throttle. If you, see, guys will ride a 250, they'll come in on a 450 and try ride the 450 like a 250, and it just doesn't work that way. The 250, you can gas it everywhere, well, in most places, and the 450, you really have to be like cautious with it to not like, how do you say it, override the bike. And this lap might be good. That ghost line behind me is a 213, I believe. Oh, I'm messing this up. I wanted to go on the inside, but yeah, guys. We're going to just give it a go, see how it goes. I've nothing to lose. If I don't get in, I don't get in, and if I do, I'll be pumped. I'll be setting the bar high, wanting to get in every other race too. But I feel like I'm starting to bark a little bit on it. Like I'm not consistent on them yet, but it's coming. Like this is my first lap, and then I turn at the end, and I was practically on par with that time. Like I messed up that lap, and I would have still qualified for EU, which is kind of insane when I think about it. But I'm not going to get above my head because I could end up going in Monday and get smoked. It depends, man, if I do well with the track. You know, so I'm going to test all different sand tracks just so I won't get used to the one, and we'll see what we can do. And also, just because you see me in the Honda doesn't mean I will be riding the Honda. Or, sorry, just because you see me in the Yamaha, I've Honda in my head because I miss it. Just because you see me riding the Yamaha doesn't mean I'm going to be on Yam Monday. I might switch to the Honda or even a different bike. I haven't really tested them all out properly yet, so I do want to go through a lot of them and see which one works best for me. Um, and also this swap like might look the same as the one I had on 250 because it is. So the 250 swap I was running on the Yam is actually a 450 swap, so that's why it looks identical because it is the same one. Brup, 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 boing. I was about to say boing because I thought we were going boing. But yeah, I mean, man, I don't know. We're going to give it a go, see how it goes. Literally all I want to do is get into them pro races and have fun. That's all I want to do. But I know what'll happen, regardless if I get in and if I get lapped, I won't even be pissed on it. And if I come dead last, I won't be pissed on it. I'll be just pumped the fact that I qualified. But you'll give me a few weekends then, and I'll start being competitive. I'll be giving up because I can't score points. Which that'll be dangerous because then I'll start grinding the game like mad. And I do have the time to grind the game right now, as I'm out of work just because of an injury and whatnot. But I do have the time. But even when I go back to work, man, I'll still be grinding the game, but probably not as much. So while I'm out of work, boing. While I'm out of work, I hope to like grind the game as much as I can, just so I can like hit a level and kind of feel comfortable at that level while I'm not grinding the game when I go back to work. If that makes sense. So I mean, we will give it a go. By no means am I saying I'm going to qualify. I'm not coming in here blowing my own trumpet, but all I'm saying is I do feel good, because I have the speed, I've seen the speed, it's there. I just need to put it together. But obviously what my plan was with 250, my bad, I wanted to do good in the 250s, get into the pros and maybe score some points. But it's just taking a bit longer, man, than I would have liked. Now I get it, like some of them guys have like thousands, 2,000 hours and more. I've only like close to 500 hours now. So obviously that's a big L, but it is what it is. I should have picked the game up earlier maybe. But like, and then again, I'm coming from milestone games, so I've never like played like MXM even. I just came straight from a milestone game, so like a lot of the guys on this who are good would have played Sim, so this kind of felt like second nature to them. It felt a bit easier. And now there is probably them guys who literally came from the same place where I came from milestone, and just added the rail on these games, like on bikes. Yeah, I get that, but for me, man, like when I first started playing milestone games, and it's an arcade game, it's not to judge off of this, but even that, man, it took me a while to learn. But once I did learn it, I was setting more records on that game. So I know one day I will get like up there. Not saying I'll be the next, I don't know, Skills or Lins or whoever, but I know I will be like a top 20 pro guy at some point. It could take another year, could take a bit longer, but if I stick with it, I won't see why it couldn't be. I mean, it's very early days. And the reason why I'm kind of saying this too is because people are starting to like say to me, "Oh, you're slow and whatnot." It's like, yeah, of course I'm slow because look at my hours, man. You can't if you've like 1,000 hours or more and you're calling the guy slow and he's like 400 hours, 500 hours. I mean, you don't really kind of have the right to say that because he's going to be slower than you because you have more hours, you know. So I don't know, man. Just some guys just do not think before they speak. But everybody has an opinion, so I can't really say too much about it. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, guys. I just wanted to really come in here and show you me riding the 450 and give you the news. I mean, by no means am I doing very good laps on it, but it's still new, as I've said. It's still new to me, so I am going to be a little bit all over the place. But I don't feel like I'm far off. I mean, if I can just learn how to control it a bit more, I'll be sweet and get it set up dialed. That should be good. And what else was I going to say? Man, I like run out of things to talk about. What is there to talk about? Oh yes, on aerial. So the last round was high point, I believe. Around there, I had done on 250. I think I did 201, and on the 450, within my first three laps, I hit a 59. So that was kind of like telling me, okay, boy, you should grind this bit more, get it set up, dialed, and you'll be rocking. You know, and it's just so new to me as well. Like I kind of forget that it's a 450 at times I'm riding, and I just gas it. Like I kind of forget that you actually have to be patient with it. Yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it, really. I wish I could have got in a good lap here, but as I said, when I'm talking, I find it hard to do so. But I mean, like, see, like that's the line I want to be hitting, but I just couldn't hit it on my fast lap. But I mean, I am sorry if like, cause I don't know how many people stream the 250s. I know there's a few stream the 450s, and maybe some of you guys prefer watching the 250s. But I mean, another plan is I'm gonna enter EU in the 450 if I qualify, and if I do NA, then I will do it on the 450. But if I get absolutely smoked in qualifying on the 450, I might jump on the 250 for NA. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Because I kind of do like want to just stick with the 450 for now. But I feel like if I get better on the 450 and then I go back onto the 250 and I start doing good on the 250, people like, oh, he's a sandbagger or whatever. But like, truth is, I was never any kind of good in the 250, you know. So I don't know. Maybe if we get good in the 250s, I'll probably stay with them. Or on the 450s, I'll probably stay with it. You know, it's just trying out new things, just seeing what we can do. I mean, nothing is set in stone yet, but we'll see what we can do, boy. I mean, that's pretty much it, really, guys. I think we'll probably leave it at that. And if you did enjoy this video and you want to see another one, simply hit the like button if you liked the video and subscribe because the channel is growing, which is insane, and I love to see it. So until next time, guys, I will catch you in the next one. And as always, I try to leave with a big send. So we'll say that peace. Boing.